424 once again with NASCAR 08. And in this episode of our season with Dave Reutimann's 00 Domino's Toyota Camry, we are going to be completing race 27 of 36, which is going to take place at New Hampshire International Speedway for the Sylvania 300. In the last episode, we ended off the regular season by racing at Richmond, and we almost effortlessly won that race. Might have been probably our 15th win this season. I don't know, because this game won't put forth any challenge for me. But New Hampshire is probably going to be just as easy, if not easier. But I'm really looking forward to that Dover race on Thursday. We're going to be using the Domino's paint scheme in this episode because last time we went to New Hampshire, I thought we used the Domino's car, but we actually used a Burger King car, and we've been using the Burger King car for the past 4-5 damn races at this point. But let's go ahead and get to the Magic Mile. Somehow, Ryan Newman still has a track record here with a 28.5 second lap time. I don't know how we didn't beat that lap time last time we came to this place, but Ken Schrader, who actually made the chase, is going to be starting on the pole, next to Matt Kenseth in second. Mark Martin's going to start in third, Ryan Newman fourth, Kurt Busch fifth, Brian Vickers in sixth. Dale Jarrett is going to be starting in seventh place for some reason, even though his hopes of winning the championship are completely gone. I mean, as soon as we started this LP, everyone's hopes for winning the championship are completely gone except for mine. But Sterling Marlin's going to start in 8th, Jeff Gordon 9th, and Martin Truex Jr. is going to start in 10th. Where is Michael Waltrip? Where's Tony Stewart? Where are our championship contenders? Mike Waltrip's going to start 19th. That seems more like something that Dale Jarrett would do. Where's Tony Stewart? There's Dale Earnhardt Jr. in 28th. John Wood's going to start in 32nd. Okay, so I guess now that the chase has begun, they're just going to put drivers in the most random possible places. Tony Stewart. Did I miss Tony Stewart? I didn't see Tony Stewart at all just a while ago. And now they're in practice times. Whatever. I didn't see Tony Stewart. That's weird, man. But green flag's out. We're underway for yet another race in the car of tomorrow. The car of tomorrow sucks. Kyle Busch said it first whenever he won the first race ever in the car of tomorrow. So I agree with him. It's the only thing that I could probably ever agree on anything that he's ever said. Because any other time he's saying something, it's about how a super speedway is not a real racetrack. Matt Kenseth got to the lead immediately. My grudge on Ken Schrader after what he did at Chicagoland's kind of over, because I've got other stupidities to focus on after Chicagoland. I think I see Tony Stewart all the way up there. I don't know how I missed him whenever I was looking through the qualifying results. But it's taking us a while to make up positions here because I'm afraid of crashing into people. I'm going to try to stop crashing into people. I'm going to try to stop racing so freaking dirty, because after what happened in NASCAR Heat 2, I'm starting to wonder if I'm doing something wrong and the game's just getting salty about it, so it's got to make other stupid crap happen to me. We're getting really loose into these corners. This car is just not agreeing with me. Still working on not making contact with anybody. After 2 laps of this race, I've already made it up to 27th place, which is, I think, like 16 positions? Maybe? If I can count right, I don't know. I'm like, what if racing? I can only count to 2. I can only count to 2. Can only count to 2. It's been a while since I've raced in this paint scheme, and so it's nice to see it again. I just drove right into Casey Mears trying to take a look at the paint scheme. But yeah, there's Tony Stewart. Dale Jarrett's already lost like 10 positions since the start of the race. Golly, and he's on the outside of 2 other drivers right now, so that was interesting. But him being on the outside of 2 other drivers, he's just falling through the field like a rock. Michael Waltrip, he started in 19th, and he's kind of making his way through the field on his own. I really don't want to get him stuck on the outside right here, so I should wait till the most opportune time to give him the chance to be the second best driver in the results at the end of this championship. No one else is allowed to win the championship except me. But you can always go ahead and finish second because you're my teammate. I'm trying to help him pass Elliott Sadler instead of just pushing him to the outside of Elliott Sadler. Why are we going 75 miles an hour at New Hampshire again? Whatever. I'm going to stop trying to help you whatsoever, because anytime I try to help somebody, I ruin my day and theirs. I don't get this game, man. Well, there's Ken Schrader, our pole sitter. He's now in 9th place. Going to pass me, he's going to be in 10th. He just brake checked me. Somehow that didn't damage my front end, though. car somehow hasn't taken any damage, to my surprise, after bumping into a couple cars. Grip the bottom, grip the bottom. I don't want to go trying to pass cars on the outside. That takes almost an entire lap, if you ask me. So, we're pushing... Is that Vickers or Allmendinger? I can't tell because the number's covered up by tire marks. What the hell, Sterling Marlin? Cut down right in front of me. These guys are starting to really piss me off with how rude they are. Last time we came here, I hit the invisible speed bump that is between the apron and the pavement of the track just before pit road, and my car jumped into the front stretch. Matt Kenseth has been practically leading every single lap in this race so far. We're in the top 5 already. Let's see if we can get to the lead before the halfway point and lead the most laps again. Oh, this car is so tight. Did I make any adjustments to this car last time we came to this track? Because it's tight and it's not something that I'm comfortable with. I don't know if I adjusted at the point where I had to take the corners at a perfect angle over and over again or what, but this darn thing, it's just not cooperating with me. Now the tower is making me slide. Maybe I should just leave the car set up like this so we actually have ourselves a challenging race. I don't know. Juan Pablo Montoya is in last place somehow. I am finally getting underneath Ryan Newman. Mark Martin's in second. We got a good run off of turn 4, so we're going to be passing him going into turn 1 if I don't mess up the corner. They got some straightaway speed. Hit the brakes and the darn car starts jerking left and right. It just keeps sliding. I mean, we're hardly sliding, but somehow we're getting a bunch of smoke out of the tires. We got one more pass, we'll be in the lead. Looks like we are going to get the lead before the halfway point, so that's cool. I'm trying to finish the pass. Got to run off of turn 4 last time. This time, not so much, but we do clear them. And they've got straightaway speed, we're going to pull up in front of them. And I guess I'll go ahead and meet you guys at pit stops. Yeah, they're going to pit, I'm going to pit. I've been trying so freaking hard to set the new fastest lap time for this track, and it's actually very impossible. I've been averaging out around like 30 seconds. I don't know when I got a 29.37 second lap time, but yeah, Ryan Newman's track record here. It's not possible, man. It is not possible to beat that. I'm not going to make any car adjustments because I can handle how this car is driving, and plus, if anything, you make it an actual challenging race. Hopefully when we come off pit road this time, it's not going to be like Richmond. We're going to be coming off somehow in like 5th place or something like that. If it does, maybe we can have ourselves an interesting battle for the win. Michael Waltrip's pitting with me, and he's right there in front of me, as well as Tony Stewart, who's in front of him. I set the fast lap in this race, and it is still nowhere near the track record here. I don't know when I got that lap time. Mark Martin is the only driver who beat us off pit road, but for all we know, other drivers can beat us off pit road with their pit stops in a bit. Not sure. Our leader right now is Bobby Labonte. I don't know if he's pitted yet. I just kind of hope that we don't have that situation where a driver never even pits in the first place. Now I got to worry about Mark Martin rubber banding and then just taking off and pulling away by like 2 seconds. I hate it when that happens, but it might. Maybe. Okay, so we only got beaten off pit road by one driver, and that is going to have to be Mark Martin, but we're gaining back on him. Bobby Labonte's going down pit road right now, which makes the leader, the 41 car, driven by Reed Sorensen. Why is Reed Sorensen, of all drivers, not pitted? Is it possible to make it that far on field? 16 laps? But off turn 4, we're going to finally get past Mark Martin. There was Bobby Labonte. He just pulled out his pit stall. He was, well, that's what you get, Reed Sorensen. I just saw him. He was up against the wall. He wanted to lead a lap so bad, and he led that lap, but then he ran out of gas. So are they going to throw a caution for him, or is he just going to freaking vaporize into thin air? But I was saying, Bobby Labonte's pit strategy thing, that really did just lose him a bunch of time. It probably wasn't worth it, even for the 5 bonus points he got for leading that lap. And now Reed Sorensen is gone. So yeah, like I said, he just vaporized into thin air. We've got the lead, and I guess we might as well just race to the finish now. Off of turn 4 for the final time, we actually got much closer to being the track record set by Ryan Newman, but still not enough. We had a 28.795, and it's come quite apparent to me that you can only reach that lap time by going just balls to the wall on fresh tires. Otherwise, you just can't do it. I think I did it 5 laps after my pit stop. I got that best lap time. But let's do some donuts to celebrate how close I did, even though I did not succeed. It was a little bit better of a race than what Richmond was, because considering it took us longer overall to get to the lead. But still, Dover is going to be the one to look forward to. Just like always, we started in dead last and we finished in first. This was our 4th consecutive win now that I think about it. Can we beat our record that happened earlier in the season? I think so. And also, I'm pretty sure we're going to achieve getting 20 wins in one freaking season. Maybe more than that. Maybe 25 wins for all I know. We still got time to do that too. We led 13 laps in this one, which of course is the most laps led. Get those 10 bonus points. Mark Martin started in 3rd and finished in 2nd. He would have led laps, but we had a bunch of people staying out trying pit strategy. In Reed Sorensen's case, that did not work. I can see him in the background right there. He wound up against the wall, dead last. Probably finished some 10 laps down. Matt Kenseth started in 2nd, finished in 3rd, led 9 laps. Yeah, he was dominating up until I got there. Jeff Gordon started 9th, finished in 4th, led 1 lap. Brian Vickers started 6th, finished in 5th. Ken Schrader, who started on pole, finished in 6th. Sterling Marlin started in 8th, finished in 7th. Robbie Gordon started 24th, finished in 8th. Michael Waltrip, our teammate, started 19th, finished in 9th, so that ain't too bad. And Dale Jarrett, who started in 7th, surprisingly finished in 10th. If only you could have been getting finishes like that before the chase began. UPS genius. I remember whenever I was a UPS genius, but that LP is over, so I can't be one anymore. Tony Stewart just did not run a first good race of the chase. A good first race of the chase. I worded that sentence wrong. But, wow, Dale Earnhardt Jr. did not have a good race. Now the chase has begun, he hasn't made it. John Wood's not having a good race. Now that the chase has begun, and he has made it, to my disappointment. Keep performing like that. I don't even want you to finish anywhere near me in the chase. Yeah, there's Reed Sorensen. Wanted to lead lap so badly, started 42nd and finished in 42nd. Somehow Ryan Newman got a DNF. He started in 4th, finished in 43rd. Only ran 13 laps in this race, so I don't know what happened to Ryan Newman. After the first race of the chase, we are still in the points lead, of course. 155 points in front of Matt Kenseth. Mark Martin is in 3rd, 165 back. A lot of this is strange considering the order of things and how it all just got reset. All these freaking drivers are performing all randomly somehow. Ken Schrader is in 4th, 165 back as well. Michael Waltrip is in 5th, 177 back. Maybe he might wind up gaining some positions throughout the chase. Robbie Gordon is in 6th, 193 back. Jimmy Johnson is in 7th, 211 back. Tony Stewart is in 8th, 214 back. Kyle Busch is in 9th, 234 back. Jeff Green 10th, 280 back. John Wood is in 11th, 283 back because he sucks. And Ryan Newman is in 12th, 301 back. Ryan Newman finishing dead last. I just don't know what the hell happened to him in that race. And, well, here is the rest of the point standings. Dale Jarrett made up 3 spots in that race by finishing so well. Yeah, he finished in 10th place, was it? On Thursday, we are going to the Monster Mile again for the Dover 400, which is going to be race 28 of 36. Wasn't the first Dover race called the Dover 400? So I guess we have 2 Dover 400s. These NASCAR games, they just can't correctly title their races. But yeah, like I said in the previous few videos, I'm really looking forward to that race because Dover is one of the actual challenging tracks in this game. Hope you guys are too. Hopefully I get a larger audience than what we had for the past 2 videos of this series. And definitely tomorrow, everybody, even if you're not a fan of Harry Potter or just the series in general, you should go watch that finale because I'm going to do it entirely in a British accent. And I cannot imagine why no one would be interested in listening to me do 15 minutes of just a British accent. But see you next time. That's that, and episode over.